My name is Kris. I'm from Haleyville, Alabama. I'm 40, going on 20, because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm 20, and I look like it too. I have tons of onesies. The unicorn, of course, is my favorite. Haleyville is a small town of 3,000 people. It's considered the Bible Belt. People are very, very committed to the churches. If you aren't exactly like them, you're shunned. I've always loved dressing up in costumes because I could actually be more of myself in a costume than I could in my everyday life. I have 2 children, and I have been married twice. They both were not very long marriages. I never was happy in my relationships. So I've raised my kids as a single mother for a lot of years. After my son graduated high school, I really wanted to find that connection that I always yearned for. So I decided to go online. This crazy ad for this international dating website popped up. And for some reason, just clicked on it and have a soulmate from it. It just so happens to be a woman. My girlfriend's name is Jeymi. She is Venezuelan, but she lives in Bogota, Colombia. I was seeking out women that have been living the same type of life in hiding. She is my first serious relationship with a woman.
Hi, love. I miss you. I love you so much, baby.
I've always considered myself bisexual, but I've always been attracted to women more. Same-sex relationships are nowhere near accepted in the small towns in the South, especially Haleyville, Alabama. So I would sneak off to Birmingham, which is an hour and a half from where I live, to go to a gay bar, because I knew there wasn't anybody there that knew me. You know, I knew I wasn't gonna get in trouble. I've only had a couple of relationships with females. And I don't really call them relationships. We were intimate. It was just that I never went out in public with them because it was embedded in me at a very young age. You know, this is wrong, this is wrong. And my fear kept me miserable for years. And I'm finally happy, and I would not change it for anything. All right, so I'm trying to get all my dishes together. Yard selling it up. Jeymi and I have been in this long-distance relationship for 1 year, and we haven't met in person yet. Our relationship has entirely been over the phone. So let's put all these cake things together. I've waited 40 years to be openly in a relationship with a female. I don't want to wait any longer. So I have decided to move to Bogota, and I leave in 1 week. I have tons and tons of cake pans. Calling Mr. Beefcake. Yeah. Who doesn't want a stud muffin to eat on? Well, hello, babies.
I think we got enough stuff.
I am currently living in my mom's house with my 2 children. What do y'all think? Y'all think people will like my weird taste?
I was about to say, your taste is unique.
I got pregnant at 16, the very first time I had an intimate relationship.
I definitely think we got enough stuff out here to sell something.
I've lived for my children, but now it's time for me to have my own life.
All right. Now we just have to sit and wait.
Luckily, my kids are very open to my relationship, but they are still very nervous about me moving.
Tell me what you're going to miss the most about your fabulous mother.
Nothing.
All right.
But I do worry about, you being over there. How many days is it between when you actually arrive and when you get married?
9 days.
Even though Jeymi and I have never met in person, Jeymi and I will be getting married 9 days after I arrive in Colombia.
That's definitely gonna be wild.
Not something I'd do.
We both wanted to get married as soon as possible, and this was the first date the venue had. I'm not nervous at all about doing what everybody else thinks is crazy.
What if you don't like the way she sleeps? Or the way that she does stuff, And then you're like stuck because you don't know these things about her.
I get where you're coming from on that, but I know in my heart that I want to have her by my side. I almost lost her to COVID, and I mean, she was on death's door.
Six months ago, Jeymi got COVID, and she was hospitalized. I knew from that moment that I was coming to her, and I was gonna do whatever I had to go be with her. I wasn't gonna wait for us to do paperwork or whatever we needed to do for her to come here. I knew I was gonna go there to be with her.
I'm at a point where I want to follow my heart. Because if I don't, I will regret it the rest of my life.
It's very worrisome for her to get married within 9 days with someone that she's never even met in person or knows well enough to, in my opinion, to trust them wholeheartedly. This seemed like
Crazy.
a fairy tale story.
I gotta follow my heart on this one, I
think that's where we're different. I'm not much of an emotional person, so I just do the statistics behind everything, and statistics don't look great on my end.
This may seem like a giant leap of faith to everybody else, but it's not to me. It feels like it's what I'm supposed to be doing. I almost lost her once. I'm not going to risk losing her again.
sometimes it's worth the risk.
Bigger the risk can end up being the bigger reward,
Or it could be a disaster.